What's going on, y'all? I don't know if you guys saw the live that was just up. Facebook said disconnected for some reason. And so we're here for round 2. This is lesson 3. I apologize for not making it yesterday. It was kind of a crazy day, so I'm making up for it today. So far, we have covered the 4 U's of copywriting. We have covered actually knowing your client above the ideal client avatar. As you can tell, I am driving, and it's kind of gloomy outside. So if we disconnect for some reason, just bear with me. This is attempt 2. Hopefully we don't have to do attempt 3, but this is lesson 3 of the 7-7 challenge from Ryan through Break Free Academy and Apex. So I've got some making up to do. I should be doing 2 today because I missed yesterday. And then, like I was saying on the live before, I'm going to try and go through the whole month and just keep it up. And we will see. So some accountability. I want all y'all to engage. Like, comment, share. Let me know if you have something specific you want me to cover. Apologize while I have a burp. So today's going to be pretty short and sweet while I am driving. It's content reusability. And what that really means is your ultimate goal at all times. And this is tip number 3 of 7 of how to utilize social media and technology to bring in more revenue, more clients, more exposure. And one of those is to be omnipresent. And to be omnipresent is a lot easier than it sounds. Omnipresence in its simplest form is to be everywhere that your ideal client, or basically everywhere at any time, so people keep seeing you. Creates authority, creates relevance. But a lot of people think that you have to be on like 400 networks simultaneously, have 1 billion copies of yourself, writing content and posting content all the time. And while that sort of kind of ish has a little truth to it, really what it takes is good systems. Efficiency, if you will. So, little tips. Cultivating all your content on, say, a content day is a huge time saver. So rather than you having to go out and, say, write a blog on demand, write some social media posts on demand, shoot some videos on demand, which kind of interrupts your day, my mentor, Jeff Ducharme, one of my coaches, he's a coach with Break Free Academy, I think he's the one that told me this, if I remember correctly, but one of the things he taught me was 1 5-minute phone call or distraction is really like 15 to 20 minutes or so. I don't know the exact numbers. Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. In like lost time, because you're distracted and then you have to get back into the groove of things. And that's a big like time waster, right? So what we want to talk about is how do we avoid that distraction and how do we avoid that time waste? The best way for me is I set up content days. So I can have 1 full day where all I do is content, and then I can schedule it. So here's a few tools that we use that you can use. One of them is called OneUp app. One of them, it's basically Hootsuite, but without the detrimental effects that Hootsuite has. I recommend you sign up for it. And then you can use the app, online app, it's free, Canva, to create social media content or recycle content. So say you write a blog on, let's say Sunday's your content day. Let's say you write a bunch of blogs, you shoot a bunch of videos, now you don't know what to do with them. So you hop on OneUp and you start scheduling stuff so that it can automatically post for you across all your social networks, so that all you have to do is like lives, right? Or organically talk to people. But you don't know what to do with all the content. So you can take snippets and you can use, say, a blog can also be a social media post, but it can also be snippets. And you could use those snippets as like teasers or other posts on shorter form areas like tweets. And you can compile that to also be, if it's a good post, if it's valuable, long form like we always want you to do, E3 and M3 method. What you can do is then you can make that into, say, a little article or a mini, if it's long enough, it could even be a small portion of an ebook, like a chapter. And you start recycling and compiling this content. So now it's not just one blog post. Now it's a blog post, several social media posts, an article, a chapter in an ebook. You could do a video over it. And it's the same concept. Like if you shoot a video, say you're shooting a commercial style video, right? An ad. And it's 1 to 5 minutes long, hypothetically. You can extract 30-second segments, 1-minute segments from that video, and now you've turned one video into 5, 10, 8, 15, as many videos as you want if you're utilizing that same content. So now you have multiple different ways for multiple different platforms. So you can do Instagram videos, you can do IG stories or IGTV, you can do your Facebook story, you can do a Facebook post, you can share it to YouTube, you can utilize it to run an ad, you can go to rev.com, another tool that I recommend you use, and have it transcribed. And now your video isn't just a video. Now it's a video, some ads, some posts, some teasers. Now it's copy you can use as a social media post. It's another blog. You kind of see how this trend goes. Now, I bring this up because far too often we get asked questions of, well, how do you have posts that go out in groups, or how do you have posts that go out on your profiles, or how do you keep up with everything? And the simple truth of the matter is you utilize systems. You build systems, and those systems can automatically do those. Chatbots are another good example that you can utilize for systems, and we'll get into that into next lesson. But this lesson, remember, compile and compose your content so that you can reuse it. And it can be a Facebook post can turn into several different items. One video can turn into several different items. So next time you're writing a post following the E3 and M3 method, or you're doing a quick Facebook Live, or you're recording yourself and maybe you're going to post the recording, I want you to think about all the different avenues that you can use to share that value and that content with the world, with your audience, with your prospects, and really start changing lives. So remember, guys, you're made to thrive, not just survive. I'll see y'all later.